Namaste. Myself Shivani Purana, Assistant Professor, Faculty Physiotherapy and Diagnostics. Today we are going to discuss ergonomics in leisure activities. What you like to do. Today it is known that forming a social structure consisting of compatible individuals is very important. And in this respect, leisure activities are thought to be very valuable for an individual and indirectly to society too. That aim is to have happy individuals. Leisure that basically mean what you do to relax and have fun, or it is defined as the time spent replenishing energy or resting and partaking in voluntary activities, activities done after compulsory duties as work, such as do you like to play sports, take dance lesson, go to concerts, go shopping, do you like to spend time at a place of worship, do you like to go to the library, to the gym, do you like being outdoors or indoors, do you like to do things with family, with friends, on your own. Such activities will make considerable contributions to the improvement of sedentary individuals' physical and mental health and thereby play an important role in increasing the percentage of healthy individuals in society. Studies have been indicated that participating in such activities at early ages boosted the odds of continuing activities in later life. The phenomena of leisure activity can be useful during the process of mental relaxation, with its function being emotion focused, motivational, relaxational, satisfactional, and partial estrangement from realities of life through temporary independence. Now, what does leisure and play offers? It gives self-affirmation with self-expression. How do we carry our activity? That improves our positive quality of life. It gives relaxation, hopeful to them. Those are in stress, belongings and social engagement, which improves cognitive, emotional and physical status of the individual. Now there are some choices which influences positively or negatively, which dictates interests, and it depends on the personal choice, cultural factors, gender, personal trait, environment and context. Now there are some categories of people involved in leisure activity accordingly. These are realistic people which think concretely. Other than realistic, we have investigative category of people. Those are analytical, problem solving and aimed at creativity. Third category, we have artistic people who are crafty and the social. They are social with people. And the fifth category is enterprising, that involves creating, working with advisory in pursuit way. And the sixth category is conventional type of peoples we have. Now the category of people according to age. First is infancy and early childhood. They need exposure to develop trust that they have. Play is the main goal in the infancy and early childhood. Next category is young adulthood. They need to take time for self to resolve stress, lose some interest because of school. Third category we have middle adulthood. In this, interest shift when they have kids, taking care of multiple roles. And the last category we have older adults. Play or leisure exploration and participation. Interest reappears after retirement in this group. Activities will make considerable contributions to the improvement of sedentary individuals' physical and mental health and thereby play an important role in increasing the percentage of healthy individuals in society. It's no secret that Little House area is a place with the highest and most natural information flow. Ergonomics matter not only in a workplace but also in the leisure areas. It is just important as to design and fit chill out room as it provides employee with a comfortable and functional desk or a chair. Ergonomics is helping to fit a job to person. That job can be a task at work or at home. Here are some suggestions to help improve posture and ergonomics for your daily tasks or during leisure activities. These are: use good ergonomic practices in the office. Keep your body in alignment while sitting in an office chair. Sit up straight in your chair, keeping your shoulders and hips in line vertically. Adjust your chair to have your feet on the floor, thighs horizontal, arms even with the height of the desk, and good lumbar support. Use a foot support rest as needed, and arm rest should be adjustable to allow shoulders to relax. When typing, arm or wrist should not rest on arm rest or wrist rest. Keep monitor at eye level with good lifting. Next is keep your body in alignment while standing. Distribute your body weight evenly to front, back, and sides of feet. Focus on holding your stomach muscles in. Next practice is follow the 20-20-20 rule. Every 20 minutes, look 20 feet away from your computer screen for 20 seconds. Next practice, get up and move with mini breaks every 30 minutes. Stretch, stand or walk. Sitting too long leads to slouching and poor posture, putting extra pressure on your neck and back. Adjust positions to get out of your traditional sitting at your desk mode. Increase your awareness of posture and ergonomics in everyday settings. Be mindful when you are lifting, sitting, performing repetitive motions, and working in awkward body positions. Practice safe body postures. Use your legs for lifting, bending your knee rather than your back. Next practice is do regular exercise to help promote good posture and prevent injury. Walking, biking, and swimming are the good low impact exercises. Move, move, move. Incorporate movement into your daily schedule by parking far away from building and taking the stairs rather than elevator. Maintain overall relaxed posture in head, neck, shoulder, and back. Clenching muscles can lead to stiffness, tightness, causing increased pain and limited movement overall. Thank you.